Barack Obama. Introduction. Every child dreams about growing up. Some children know what they want to be as adults. They may want to be artists or musicians or doctors or lawyers. Others have no idea what they want to be. Some do not find a direction for their life until they are adults. This is the story of just such a child. Things happened in his life that caused him to doubt himself and made him feel as though he did not fit in. He was bothered by many things that happened around him. Over time, those things helped him discover his purpose in life. He developed a strong desire to change the practices that had made him feel like an outsider. That desire led him to become a president of the United States of America. Growing up, Barack Obama Jr. called Barry during his childhood was in 1961 in Hawaii. His mother, Ann Dunham, was from the state of Kansas. His father, Barack Obama Sr., was from the country of Kenya in Eastern Africa. His parents met and married while they were students at the University of Hawaii. The marriage did not last. By the time Barry turned 4, his parents had discovered and divorced, and his father had moved back to Kenya. Barry's mother married a man from Indonesia when Barry was 6. The family left Hawaii and moved to Indonesia, where his half-sister was born. Barry attended school in Indonesia for 4 years. He learned the language and customs of his new country. He also saw what it meant to be very poor. Many Indonesian families struggled each day just to have enough food to eat. Barry sometimes felt strange being so far from Hawaii. He felt he was not part of the community where he now lived. He wondered who he was and where he belonged in the world. Having parents of different races and from different continents caused him a wonder and question even more. While the family lived in Indonesia, Barry's mother began teaching him about race and ethnicity. He learned about slavery and about the civil rights movement in the United States, and also taught him about important African Americans in politics, history, music, culture, and sports who helped to improve the world. She wanted Barry to be proud of his racial heritage, but Barry was confused. Although his mother taught him about African American leaders, he also learned about people who were ashamed of the color of their skin. He also learned about people who thought others were wrong or ignorant just because of their skin color or religion. Barry began to see what race and ethnicity were complicated issues. How could people feel pride when they were being judged on the very things they were proud of? After 4 years in Indonesia, Barry's mother thought that he could receive a better education back in the United States. So in 1971, when he was 10, she sent Barry back to Hawaii to attend school and to live with his grandparents. In Hawaii, Barry again felt like an outsider. He was one of only 2 African American students in his class. Some of his classmates made fun of his unusual name. He gained strength from reading about other people who felt like outsiders but who had successfully found their way in the world. He was inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and other leaders who believed in peaceful social change. Finding his way. After he graduated from high school in Hawaii, Barry went to college in Los Angeles. During that time, he and other students spoke out against South Africa's white government, which favored terrible treatment of black people. Barry began to embrace his African heritage and started using his Kenyan name, Barack, which means blessed. He started to understand that he didn't have to choose between his white and black backgrounds. He was both. Barack wanted to learn how laws and government worked. He wanted to help change some of the injustices he saw. In 1981, he transferred to Columbia University in New York City. He graduated in 1983 with a degree in political science. By the time Barack finished college, he knew he wanted to help people in communities. He wanted to involve people in creating better lives for themselves. He also wanted to see local laws changed so people would receive fair treatment. He found a job and moved to Chicago in 1985. He became the director of an organization that helped people in poor neighborhoods find jobs and improve their lives. Barack helped set up a job training program for African Americans who had lost their jobs when factories closed. He also helped call attention to a dangerous material called asbestos that was in the walls of buildings where many poor people lived. His organization started a tutoring program to help young people who wanted to go to college. Barack also managed a program to sign up new voters. He encouraged people to get involved in politics so that fair fairer laws could be passed. Barack's work in Chicago fed his passion for helping poor people, but through his work he saw that to make lasting changes he would need to learn how to change the laws. He believed that by changing unfair laws, communities could improve the lives of their people. Barack entered Harvard Law School near Boston in 1988. During his time there, he became the first African American to be in charge of a respected magazine called the Harvard Law Review. He earned a law degree in 1991 and graduated with honors.